Hey Jason, all right, let's try this again. So what we have is we have the company data that the customer has provided us, company name, the two addresses they're at, the city that the company is in, and the postal code. I would note the first three digits, maybe four sometimes like this, of the postal code. That's usually the most relevant piece of data to see if we can find the address. For what you're trying to classify it as, I have what is it, 9 different classifications. You can find the address on the company website or the two filing websites that I give you. You can find the address on a data mart. You can find that there's evidence that the company has closed or has moved registered offices. I'll show you where you can usually find that. There's evidence that the company is closed. Sometimes what I find is I get through all the steps, and the very last one is a search for the address that we have on record, and we'll find that sometimes it's residential, so you can go ahead and feed that back. Sometimes you'll see that the company name probably led to a non-match, and so you can find evidence that the company name should change in the record here, and you can go ahead and change that. Again, maybe you find something slightly wrong with the address. If it's on the same street and it looks like just a misspelling or just a fat-fingered address, you can go ahead and make a change to the address and select this, and then if you get through everything and you can't find anything, you go ahead and choose no evidence. I give you the URL for the company that they have on hand here, and then these 6 searches. So the first search is searching the company's website that we have for the first 3 postal code digits. That usually will turn up the address if it's on the website. Next is the companieshouse.gov.uk website, which is the government filings that all companies in the UK have to go through to operate in the UK. So this searches their database for the company name. So here, Really Wild Clothing. Search 3 is searching the entirety of the Indole website for the company name again. We found that Indole has really good high quality data, so we're going to go ahead and use it. Search 4 is interesting. It looks at the zip code and all the businesses that have existed at the zip code here, and that again uses Indole. I'll kind of get into that when we get to an example. Search 5 looks just on the entire open web. This is usually where you're going to find data on data marts, because this is the first time we go outside of those 3 websites. This just searches for the company's name and then anything that might have the address. So the first 3 of the zip again. And then if all else fails, this is just the entire address that we have on hand here. Address 1, 2, city, and zip, all smashed together and put into a Google search. So we'll go ahead and get started and run through a handful of these. So the first thing I do is I usually open up the URL for the company just to see what we're working with, just to get an idea of what they're doing. So this is a clothing company, textiles, fashion company. I then go hit search 1, start at search 1, and usually go in order. So this is looking for, again, that RG7 postal code on Really Wild Clothing. Sure enough, it looks like it's right there. Go Unit B1 and 2, Access Road 12, Station Road. That looks like this is good to me. Berkshire, and let's make sure the postal code matches RG7 4PN. RG7 4PN. So that's good. So what I would do is I copy that address. Found good address on the company website, drop in the evidence, and on to the next. So the next is the Luxury Artiste at 30 Crediton Road, Canning Town, London. So their website is Instagram, so that's no good to us. So we'll go ahead and hit the first. Actually, we don't even need to do the first search because it's searching for the postal code on Instagram. I'm not going to find it there. The second is looking at the government registry for the Luxury Artiste. Usually these are almost exact matches, so I'm just going to scroll real quick. I don't see anything up to this point. This is good. So nothing, doesn't look like the Luxury Artiste is registered as such in the UK. So we'll move on to the next one, which is the Indole search. This has something, but it's not El Artiste Muscle Limit. It's not it, A World of Luxury. So Nothing there. This is where it gets a little interesting. So here is, again, it's going to search for all the businesses on Indole that operate in E16 1PQ. So usually this is just going to be like a single building, single office building. And so here you have the 8 companies that are operating on that road or in that little small area. And when searching here, what I found was we're looking for the luxury artiste, and I noticed TLA Concierge. I see the acronym. I'm going to go ahead and make the leap that that's the same company. The luxury artiste, TLA Concierge. Going to go ahead and say that's good. So what I would do is this. That means that this is going to be a incorrect company name. That's why this didn't match to anything. I would then come over here, copy the new name in the company website or the company field, and then as evidence you can just go ahead and throw this in as evidence, and that'll do it. And so you're on to the next. So the next, Gemstone UK. Let's go see what they're doing. Gemstone UK selling rocks and other fun things. It looks like gemstones. So we'll search the company website for the address, and right off the bat, it looks like we have it. Unit 20, North Orbital Commercial Park, Unit 20, North Orbital, St. Albans, AL1 1XB, AL1 1XB. So that looks like a good address on the company website. I'm going to copy and paste the Contact Us page as the evidence and move on. All right, so Thread Limited, same thing. Do a quick look of what we have here. Looks like a clothing company. Go and search their website for the address, and sure enough, looks like we have it. 1 Alley Street, E1 8DE, 1 Alley Street, E1 8DE. So again, good address on the company website. Just bring the Contact Us page over. All right, next up, Happy Place Limited. See what they do. Oh, yep, there we go. Interior design. Search their website for their postal code. Nothing. Search the filings. Happy Place Limited, but this one is in Bournemouth, BH6, so not the same. All right, so where I usually look to see if a company's moved is this filing history. The filing history, I usually just come and do a quick Control F, so we're looking for W4, Control F, W4, to see, because sometimes what it'll tell you is that the address has changed from one address to another, so you can say, okay, it's moved on. And so sometimes you'll see those occur where it has this old address and it's now moved to a different one. Another place to look is in the people here. Sometimes one of the people associated with the company, their address, their home address is what's on the company record here. So you can just mark that as a, what was it? It's just a location closed, moved. It's not an official address. But none of the W4 lives here. The address we're looking for lives on this page, so we're going to go ahead and move on. So search 3 is the Indole search, and of course my thing doesn't want to work properly today. So Happy Place Limited, looks like it's this here, and this is again the same thing, BH6, not what we're looking for. So now we're going to look at all the companies that have operated or are operating in W4 3DP. Do a quick search, and here we go. This is interesting. So we have, this is Happy Place Limited is what they're looking for, but there's a company, and I'm going to go ahead and make the leap, called Happy Place Design Limited that's operating at the address that we have on hand here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that and change the name. So it's Happy Place Design Limited now. The address is right, and it's going to be that incorrect company name again. And this is our evidence. So next up is the Case City. See what they do. actually remember this, they make phone cases, all right? So search their website for their address, nothing. Search company's house for the case city, nothing, nope. Search Indole for the case city, nothing. Search Indole's the postal code to see if the case city operates there. Nope, nothing that looks like the case city. So now we're on to 5 for the first time. So this is just an open web search looking for the case city and that postal code. Doesn't look like there's anything here that looks like the case city. Case officer, nothing. Nothing. So last is, let's go see if this is just a residential address. And go to Street View. Yep, those look like houses to me. Doesn't look to be any businesses around. So I'm going to say that that's just a residential address. For the evidence, I'm just going to copy and paste the Google Maps Street View here, and we're off. All right, we'll do one more. So UK Magic Tricks. I assume they're just selling magic crap. All right, no domain, so that's interesting. Still not going to still run with it. So I assume this won't turn up anything. Nope. All right, then we're company's house. Tricks of the trade, box of tricks. None of these UK Magic Tricks. So on to Indole. Magic Trick Retail. None of these are UK Magic Tricks. All right, so now on to see if it ever operated in the zip code. Quite a few here. Not a lot, actually. 200 companies. All right, well, that's the first time. I have no idea. Must be that's a business center. Well, I'm going to search for magic. Nope, there's nothing. I'm not paying for anything. So, yeah, so we're going to say that that's a strikeout. Next is the generic search. Here we go, UK Magic Tricks. There's the BH17, UK Magic Tricks. Let's see what unit A35. Cool. Yeah, so to me it looks like we're going to find this on a data mart here. A35 closed now. I wonder if that, nah, that's just time. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's a good address random website, and there you go. And that's you know, knocked out 7 or so there. I think they should start moving. You know, hopefully they go faster than 2 every, you know, or I guess 1 every 2 minutes. But we'll see. Just keep me posted. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.